On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we are here in the garage at home with Gabe. We've got
a loud fan.
And a very loud fan, which is the AC in the Volt. But we've got the Volt, Roll Smoke, and Rad Extreme, and all of these need to get to my shop. What is going on, guys? I'm WatchJRGo, and today, like I said, I'm here with Gabe. We've got a bunch of cars, and for the first time ever, I think we're gonna move Roll Smoke over to the shop today. So the trailer's full. We gotta get to the shop, unload that, get these cars over there.
Yep.
Come back with more cars and get that cars to move some more cars to the place with the cars.
Sounds like a plan.
It all checks out.
Yeah.
It's
just cars.
2 + 2 is 4, minus 1, that's 3. Quick maths. So I get to drive Rad Extreme on the road for the first time ever, really. I've really just driven it around the shop a lot. And today, I get to drive it to the shop, which will be the longest I've ever driven it. So I'm excited.
But it's also like 109 degrees.
It is terrible outside. There's of course no AC because there was no room for it.
Oh, man, and there's AC in here.
We do know, yeah, you get lucky. Ice cold
you hear
AC.
That thing still burning right there, just the fan.
Everybody else has driven this thing out on the highway, done like, 80 out on the interstate and stuff like that, and I've never driven it that fast.
You might need to.
All I've done is burnouts. So let's hop in here, fire up Rad Extreme, and take it on a little trip. The best part of this truck is starting it because it's just perfect every time. Fuel pump. How is it so good, man?
No complaints, man. That's awesome.
It's never let me down. I never even tightened the battery cable since I've let me down. This thing is amazing! I'm still running a base tune. I configured a new dash that has a speedometer. It says it's getting 20 miles a gallon when I'm in it. It's just perfect. Look at that, it even has line pressure. And the alert went to caution, making me think I might be slightly low on transmission fluid. So now I know what to check. So it said line pressure percentage went to 8 when I got on it there. The Volt just doing huge burnout. I was like, that's not me. I know it's dark in here now, but we got the Atom unloaded, pushed back into its spot. We got the S10 in here, the Volt's in here, the truck's outside. Let's go hop in this truck and pick ourselves up a Rolls Royce. Or Roll Smoke, that is.
Yeah.
Let's
AC, no matter what.
There's AC in the truck, not in the Roll Smokes. All right, it's been 2 years since the last time this thing moved.
It's hard to believe we moved it that long ago.
Yeah, the exhaust gave up. The brand new hangers the exhaust shop put on there ripped in half. And we're gonna have to fight to get the exhaust on the trailer, which is why I think we need 3 people to make this happen.
Dude, I didn't realize how heavy this thing was. I'm just looking at the weight.
6,000 pounds. Unbelievable that it weighs as much as 6,200.
That's 6,300, my friend.
It weighs the same as a diesel truck, basically.
Yeah, but, I mean, all that interior.
All that interior,
interior.
All that wood. You can see the whole rear end. I think everybody remembers the failure. There's the rear end sitting on the ground completely. They ripped my new drive shaft in half. It basically ripped thousands of my dollars apart after doing a couple burnouts, which is what it was built to do.
It was pretty spectacular, though. You were just driving down the road.
We were. And I mean, we literally launched it and it exploded.
It was like, pink.
So much power. The rear ends are sitting right here where they have been for years. I think the 9-inch, even though it still turns, yeah, I think it's trash. The 8.8's the only thing that's any good, I think. But that's not the 8.8 that I should have got. I think that's a Mustang 8.8, and you want an Explorer 8.8. I didn't know. I did not know.
But now you know.
That the Mustang one may not be limited slip, and the Explorer one is super strong and limited slip. Let's get this thing on a trailer. Battery's dead. It basically completely ruined itself. All the leather backed off. It has completely fallen apart. Poor Rolls Royce.
Okay, ready?
Yep, here we go.
Back.
Head forward.
go hard right.
Perfect.
Go.
Oh, straight. Perfect.
Amazing.
Here. Leave yourself.
I'm not working.
Leave yourself some ventilation. Okay. Now for the muffler. We got here. We got 4 more feet. All right, I can actually push this.
I'm gonna try to push. Yeah.
Back, forward, 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 go. Hard back. And forward, go. Here we go. Okay, that's the rear end. Just give it a push.
Bounce it off of it.
Everybody push.
Here we go.
Right now.
Push. Go. Kelly, you okay? It's going. Here we go. Okay.
Move the wheel block. We got the Rolls Royce loaded up with the help of the team. All the neighbors came together and we got it pushed on here. It is a 3-man job minimum. Luckily we had 3 and one of Gabe's kids here and we got it done. So we're off to haul this thing to the shop. It's the first time it's moved in years. It's a lot of work. We did it. The Rolls Royce is back in the shop. What a lot of work. So we got this thing in here. It's just barely squeezed in. It was all we could do to squeeze it in here. But she's finally home and we can take a quick look around at what the weather has done. It broke all the plastic that holds on the hood trim. It ended the Landau top. The Landau top no longer exists. In fact, there's even, I mean, there's no through holes, but there's water coming in somewhere. I don't know where. There's definitely a little water in old rolls.
Hey, you know what? Some flex tape will take care of that.
Flex
Some
seal.
flex seal on it.
Honestly, I think all the problem has always been that pillar right there.
I agree. Because the water's not coming up from top, it's coming from right there.
Right. You guys can see some of that water in there. At least there's been no animals. And you can see the amazing work we did back in the day on that drive-by-wire custom Rolls-Royce throttle, the custom brakes. I mean, everything on this is just insane. Willwood proportioning valves, all that artwork for all the brake lines to convert this thing, B&M ratchet shifter, the giant Holly screen.
It was sick.
Yeah, man, this was the culmination of all the work.
It still is sick.
We had to rob the alternator of, the alternator is right there on the LS swapped Camaro, but everything else is still here. I basically just popped the belt off and stole the alternator, and if we put another one on there, she'll run again, but that doesn't solve our rear end issue. So that's the main problem here. If we go around the back, I'll show you guys. At this point, the rear end is also unfixable. There's no one we know of. We're not gonna move this car anywhere out of Wichita, I can tell you that much, unless somebody wanted to take this on specifically. But the rear end, of course, exploded after like the 3rd burnout in our test drive. So it was completely done, and then she popped and sent rear end pieces all over the place. So the rear is sitting on the trailer halfway, and halfway in the car. More artwork, man. This whole car is just artwork. All of that beautiful nitrous outlet stuff right there. Woo!
Love the smell.
Yeah, I know. It actually does smell okay.
It does.
I've always loved that. It's a Rolls-Royce smell. It's never changed.
No, it's
yeah.
It's the unique old
It
smell.
is. Exactly. Exactly. It smells like a
refined.
It smells like a house at a estate sale. That's what it smells
you know what?
like.
It smells like a library filled with rich mahogany.
Rich mahogany?
Many leather-bound books.
Many leather-bound books. You're right. So there's the update on the Rolls. We got to move home, or into the shop, that is. And maybe we'll slide it over to the other side, give it a cleaning, and kind of see where it can go from here. So we don't know what the game plan is at this point, but at least it's here. And almost the entire, I think the whole fleet's here, right? We've got Rad Extreme back, which I'm excited about. Once I got that speedometer on the gauges, it was amazing today. So finally, no more cell phone for a speedometer, which is what I usually do. It had AC. What a driver it would be. AC and a fan. You know, we never put a fan on it. So I have to keep it moving. So I think really the plan, the next thing we have to do on that, because a fan won't fit, is either put a fan on it backwards or put the radiator in the bed. And I'd like to put the radiator in the bed.
Well, that just looks cooler.
It looks way cool. It looks like a trophy truck.
Yeah.
That's what I
Need
want.
some big Baja tires if you're gonna do that.
I want a trophy truck like that. I want to put the battery in the back and put a battery disconnect on it, and then it's more race car and more, you know.
Well, it's more rad.
It's more rad.
Definitely.
And it will pass safety tech at more tracks.
Yeah.
Especially as it goes faster. And we got to do a rear end because every time we took off today, you saw it. Like, it does a burnout no matter what. But it, not a huge burnout, but it spins the tires.
That one's got a rear end.
That does not have a rear end. But we have some spares.
We have 2 spares.
They're the wrong ones. And I've heard the S10 Blazer rear end is LSD and disc brakes, which is like the ultimate rear end for that thing because it bolts right in. And same bolt pattern so I can use the wheels. I think really we should just start hunting for a rear for Rad Extreme because it would be so much faster with an LSD. Right now, if you floor it, you can feel it start spinning almost anywhere in the power band.
Mm-hmm.
It's fast. That truck's awesome. All right, fleet's here. Everything's back in this building except for Josh's Falcon's coming over and the Model T's coming over, and then everything's here.
With the Falcon's coming back?
The Falcon's just coming in here because the building's sold.
Okay.
The update. Lots of work was done today. It doesn't look like we did much, but lots of work was done today. Also, Gabe ordered an engine.
Yes.
So, soon. Is there an ETA?
4 weeks-ish.
4 weeks-ish, and the Saturn Sky starts again.
Yes. Sky will be the limit.
That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop.WatchJRGo.com for cool shirts just like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. And I'll talk to you next time. Dude, it looks sick with everything in here, doesn't it?
I love the way this looks.
We've got, you know, semi-modern, modern-ish, super modern, antique, you know, absolute race car.
Yep.
Antique, semi-modern, and I don't know, what do you call a C5? It's 3 generations old. It's actually an antique. C5s are so old now.
That does kind of hurt.
It does hurt. The problem is if you've driven the new Corvettes, it ruins these things.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah. So,
No doubt.
you know, I drove the C6. It's way better. Spent a lot of time in the C7 doing rallies. It's like miles better. And then I drove a C8 the other day, and it broke my heart. The C8.
It just breaks it through. You're like, oh.
You get in a C8 and you're like, wow, how did this happen? This is the, you know, the pinnacle of automotive stuff. 911 Turbo S and the new C8.
Well, we're definitely going to have some fun when this sucker's up and running again. So we got the new LDK engine on the way. We got a new upgraded turbo coming too.
Did you?
Yes, we do.
Is it the same or a different turbo?
It's the same, but better.
Okay.
And then, yeah, the engine stuff. So the LDK is a stronger engine.
Better
all the way
block.
around, so
Yep.
better block. Already rated for more horsepower. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be crazy. You're going to have to build some supporting mods on this thing next. It's
A
gonna be,
little bit at a time.
it's gonna be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Sweet. That means I got to get the Jag F-Type engine out like in the next couple days. That way we can race our convertibles.
That would be fun. I don't care who wins.
I was like,
It's hard to win when you don't have any tires.
yeah, that's true.
Just saying.
That's true.